field of electronics that deals with the digital signals, okay? And the engineering of that devices that used that are used to produce these signals is the digital electronics, that is digital systems. It is in contrast with the analog electronics and the analog signals. The analog electronics is consisting of the transistor, diodes, UJT, FET, MOSFETs. These are all the analog electronics. And we are going to study the digital electronics that are producing the digital signals. So in this digital electronics, we are having the different gates, that is logic gates, AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate, universal gates, that is NAND and NOR. We are going to study the different types of digital circuits, that is the flip-flops, adders, then multiplexer, demultiplexer, counter, shift registers, all these things we are going to see. So first, we are going to start with the number systems, okay? So, are you familiar with these number systems?
Yes, sir. Little.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, can you please speak a bit louder?
Okay, yes. Okay, so we are going to start with the number systems, okay? So there are different types of number system, that is decimal, binary, octal and the hexadecimal. Okay. So what is the decimal number system? Anybody can tell me what is the decimal number system?
Sir, the numbers
0,
varying
1, 2,
from
3.
0 to 9.
Yes, correct. So the decimal number system is the number system that we are using in the day-to-day life. Okay. So that is the decimal number system is having the numbers from 0 to 9. That is 10 numbers, and the base of the decimal number system is the base 10. Okay. So it is consisting of numbers from 0 to 9. That is the 10 numbers. So that's why its base is 10. Okay. So any number you can take 10, 15, 16, 20. This is the example of the decimal number system. Okay. Next is the binary number system.
Sir, it consists of 0 and 1 only.
Binary number systems is having the zeros and ones. Okay. So it is having the, it can be represented by these two digits, two bits, that is zeros and ones. So its base is 2. Okay. And the example of this binary you can take as 1011. This is your 4-bit binary. Okay. 111000. This is your 6-bit binary. Okay. This is the example of the binary number system. Next is what? Octal. What is the octal?
Sir, the number varying from 0 to 7.
Yes.
3-bit number.
Yes, in the octal we are having the digits that is from 0 to 7. That is, we are having the 8 numbers. That's why the base of this is base 8. Okay. This octal number system, we are having the digits that we can represent is from 0 to 7. And that is 8 numbers. So that's why the base is 8. An example of this can be any number that is having the digits from 0 to 7. Okay. So the example we can take as 135. The example of the octal number system. 135, the base 8. Or 140, the base 8. Okay. These are the examples of this octal. And next is the hexadecimal. What is the hexadecimal?
Sir, number consisting of 0 to 15 and it has base 16.
4-bit number.
Examples of this hexadecimal number is the numbers that can be from 0 to 9 and from A to F. So this after 9, the 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 are represented in the form of A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. So in the hexadecimal systems, we can have the numbers from 0 to 9 and A to F, that is 16 numbers. That's why the base is 16. Okay. Example of this you can take as 2D to the base 16. This is the example of the hexadecimal number system. Okay, so what is the use of this? Why we are studying these number systems? What is the use of these number systems?
Sir, it is used in logic gates and other circuits.
Okay, so these number systems are used in the computer memories because computer memory supports these number systems. Okay, your computer memory does not understand your normal decimal numbers, so it is using these binary numbers. Okay, binary and the other formats. The computer memory is understanding only ones and zeros, so that's why we should know this different types of number system. Okay, now the next is number conversion. Okay, how to convert your decimal to binary, decimal to octal, decimal to hexadecimal. Do you know this conversions from decimal to binary, decimal to octal, decimal to hexadecimal?
Yes, sir, we know.
Yes. Okay, so I will be sharing this whiteboard. Okay, so how to convert from decimal to binary? How to convert from decimal to binary?
Divided by 2.
Yes, we have to repeatedly divide the number with 2. Okay, repeatedly divide the number with 2, and then we have to considering the remainder. Okay, suppose we have to convert this 12 that is in decimal to binary. How to convert? Two goes in this 12 how many times? 6 times, and the remainder is 0. 2 goes 3 times, again the remainder is 0. 2 goes 1 times, again the remainder is 1. 2 goes in this 0 times, the remainder is 1. So we have to start from this like this. You have to note down the remainder in this direction. Okay, the value for this will be 1100 to the base 2. Okay, in this way we can convert the decimal to the binary. Okay, everybody understood this? How to
Yes, sir.
binary? Okay, so whatever I'm writing on this whiteboard, you can also note down. Okay, in your notebook or in the notebook. So I'll clear this now. Next is how to convert from decimal to octal. Somebody can tell me how to convert from decimal to
Divide by 8.
Sir, Divide by
You have to divide.
Sir, can we use a calculator? That is very easy.
No, in the exam calculator is not allowed, no? You have to know. Yeah, no, we don't have to use the calculator. You have to do by this method only, okay?
Okay, sir.
For decimal to octal, we have to convert, suppose decimal number, suppose 126, suppose. We have to convert this decimal number 126 to the octal. How will convert? You have to repeatedly divided by 8. Okay. Convert this number to octal.
One 176.
How much? 176. Everybody getting the same answer? Next is how to convert from decimal to hexadecimal.
divide by 16.
Okay, we have to divide it by 16, okay? From decimal to hexadecimal, suppose we have to convert the number that is 141. 141 that is in the decimal. We have to convert it into the hexadecimal. Okay, so we have to divide this 141 by 16. What is the answer for this?
FD.
8D. Okay, so you understood this conversion from decimal to binary, decimal to hexadecimal, and decimal to octal, okay? For decimal to binary, we have to divide by 2. Decimal to octal, divide by 8. Decimal to hexadecimal, divide by 16. And we have to, by with considering the remainder, okay? And the direction you know
From down to bottom. Down to up.
from down to up, you have to write down the number. Next is binary decimal. How to convert the binary to decimal? Suppose the binary is 1011. This you have to convert to decimal, okay? How to convert this? You have to start from the LSB
Multiply by 2 raised to power 0, then
and multiply
like that.
with the 2 raised to n, where n is the position. Okay, and then you have to
11.
So this is the LSB, that is the least significant bit, and this one is the MSB, that is the most significant bit. We have to start with the LSB. So first we have to take that like this. 1 into 2 raised to 0 plus 1 into 2 raised to 1 plus 0 into 2 raised to 2 plus 1 into 2 raised to 3. Okay. What is the answer of this? 1 plus 2 plus 8. That is equal to how much? 11. The answer is 11 to the base 10. Okay. Everybody got the answer for this binary to decimal?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, what is the meaning of MSB and LSB?
MSB is the most significant bit. This is the most significant bit. One, and this one is the least significant bit. Okay. LSB stands for
Yes,
least,
sir.
and MSB stands for most significant bit. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So we have converted the binary to decimal. Okay. So next we'll see now how to convert binary to octal. Nobody can tell me how to convert binary to octal.
we have two methods for that.
Yes, tell me.
So first we have to convert binary into decimal and then decimal to octal. And second method that 4 bytes, 3 bit.
Yes. So we have to start from the LSB and we have to make the group of 3 bits. Okay. If 1 or 2 bits are less in the 3-bit group, then we can add zeros after the MSB. And then you have to convert decimal equivalent for each of the 3 bits. Okay. So we'll take with the example, suppose binary is what 10110. Okay, so this is in binary. We have to convert this to octal. So how will convert?
Twenty-six.
Yes, 26. 26 to base 8. So first we have to make the group of these 3 bits. Then you can add the 0 after this MSB. Okay. So this is what 6 in decimal and this is 2. So it is 26. Okay. Next, how to convert binary to hexadecimal? How to convert binary to hexadecimal? Suppose the binary is 10 100 110 10 1111. We have to convert this binary to hex. So in this binary to hex conversion, you have to again start from the LSB, and we have to make the group of 4 bits. Okay, in the octal we made the group of 3 bits. In hexadecimal we have to make the group of 4 bits, and if 1, 2 or 3 bits are less in the last, so we can add the zeros after the MSB. Okay, then you have to convert this 4 bit into the decimal equivalent of this 4 bit, and you have to note down the number. Okay, tell me now, what is the answer for this? What is the answer for this binary to hexadecimal? You have to start grouping from this. So this is 4 bit, this one is 4 bit, and this is 4 bit. 2 bits are less, you can add the 2 bits here, 0, 0. This is also 4 bit. What is the equivalent of this? 1, 1, 1, 1.
Sir, D.
Equivalent of 1, 0, 1, 0 is
A.
this is 9. This is
2.
the answer of this is what? What is the answer?
29 AF to the base 16.
29 AF. To the base 16. Okay. So in this way we can convert the binary to hex. Okay. Next, how to convert octal? How to convert octal to binary? How to convert octal to binary? Suppose the number is octal number is 123 to the base 8. You have to convert this to binary. How to convert octal to binary? You have to
2 methods.
represent each octal number in the form of 3 bits. Okay. Yes. So this we can represent 3 in the form of 3 bits, this in the form of 3 bits, and this in the form of 3 bits. The answer will be what? For 3 we can write 1, 1, 1, 1. For 2 we can write 0, 1, 0. And for this one we can write 0, 0, 1. The answer will be what? 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. Base 2. Yes.
Sir, shouldn't it be 1010011?
Correct. This we can exclude this 0. Okay. This is 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1.
That last will not last will be 0 1 1 na?
Yes, sir. 10,
Yeah,
100,
sir.
will be 10, 10, 0, 1. No, 10, 100,
0 1 1.
10, 100, 11.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so this will be 0, 1, 1.
10, 100,
Yes,
11,
sir.
sir.
0. Here 0 will come. Okay. How to convert octal to decimal? Again, we'll take the example that is octal is 123. We have to convert this to decimal. How to convert this? How we had converted
1 into 8 raised to 0. 8 raised to 1, then like that.
we had converted from binary to decimal like that same. So in that we had taken the power of 2. Here we'll take power of 8. Okay, 8 raised to n. So you can write
83, sir.
into 8 raised to 0 plus 2 into 8 raised to 2 plus 1 into 8 raised to 3. Correct, no? So this is what 3 plus
128.
128.
Sir, 8 to the power 1 would come.
Either one, one.
Yes, sir. I think so. It should
Yes, sir, 8 to the power 1.
इधर 1 चाहिए 2 into 8 raised to 1 or either 1 into 8 raised to 2. So this will be 16 plus here it will be how much? 8 8 are 54. So it is how much?
83.
To the base 2 or 10. Okay, so this is from octal to decimal. Next, we have to convert octal to hexadecimal. How to convert octal to hexadecimal? Suppose same number 123, you have to convert it into the hexadecimal. How will convert this? First, you can convert the octal to binary, and then we have to we can convert binary to hexadecimal. Okay. First, we have to convert the octal number to the binary. Okay. First, we'll convert this to binary. That is how much? 1 0 1 0 0 1 1. Okay. And this binary you have to convert it into the hex.
53.
Yes, it is equal to 53. Correct. Okay, so first you have to convert the octal to binary and then binary to hex. Okay. Next is from hexadecimal to hexadecimal to binary. Okay. How to convert from hexadecimal to binary? How we had converted octal to binary? We had made the group of 3 bits. Okay. So for hexadecimal to binary, you have to write the each position value should be represented in the form of 4-bit group. Okay. So we'll take the same 123. To the base 16. You have to convert in binary. Okay. What is the answer for this? 123 to the base 16. You have to convert it into binary. We have to write 3 in terms of 4 bits, 2 in terms of 4 bits, and 1 in terms of 4 bits. Okay. What is the answer?
100,011.
100,011. Okay, correct. So it is 100,10,0011. Okay. So base 2. How to convert hex to hexadecimal to decimal? Hexadecimal to decimal. How to convert? Hexadecimal to decimal. How to convert?
Excuse me, sir.
Suppose 123. You have to convert to decimal. So same thing we can use here. So here you can write 3 into
16 power 0.
16 raised to 16 raised to 1 plus 1 into 16 raised to 2. Okay. What is the answer for this? 3 into 1
291.
plus 2 into 16, that is 291. Yes, correct. 291 to the base 10. Okay, so this is from hex to decimal. The last is from hexadecimal to octal. Okay, how to convert from hexadecimal to octal? How to convert from hexadecimal to octal? First, we have to convert hexadecimal to binary, then from binary to octal. Okay, so convert same 123 into octal. 123 in hexadecimal to octal. Okay, tell me the answer for this. What is the answer?
443.
443. Okay.
443. 443.
Okay, for converting hexadecimal to octal, first we have to convert the hexadecimal number into binary. Okay, for hexadecimal to octal, first we have to convert the number from hexadecimal to binary, and then we have to convert from binary to octal. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
Anybody is having doubt in this convergence from binary to decimal, binary to octal, binary to hexadecimal? Then we have converted from decimal to octal, decimal to binary, decimal to hexadecimal. Then we have converted octal to binary, octal to decimal, and octal to hexadecimal. In the last, we have seen from hexadecimal to binary, hexadecimal to octal, and hexadecimal to decimal. Okay. Now we'll go to the next. So here we can see the number systems conversion table. So this is decimal, binary, then octal and hexadecimal. Okay. Next is what? Boolean algebra. Okay. So in this, we are going to see the different Boolean operations and the expressions. Okay. So the variable, complement, and the literals are the term used in the Boolean algebra. Okay. So what is a variable? It is a symbol that is used to represent a logical quantity. Okay. A variable is a symbol that is used to represent a logical quantity. So it can be either 0 or 1. Okay, so variable can be either 0 or it can be either 1. What is the complement? That is the inverse of the variable and that is indicated by the bar. Okay, for example, the complement of A is what? A bar. If A is equal to 1, then A bar will be equal to 0. If A is equal to 0, then A bar is equal to 1. So the complement of the variable A is, you can denote the bar on it, or it can be also read as not A. Okay. And what is the literal? It is a variable or the complement of the variable. Okay. So literal can be variable also or the complement of the variable. Now we'll see the Boolean addition. Okay. What is the Boolean addition? It is equivalent to the OR operation. Okay. Boolean addition is equivalent to the OR. OR means what? If the two inputs are A and B, the OR will form operation that is A plus B. So it is equivalent to the OR operation. Addition is equivalent to the OR operation. So in Boolean algebra, a sum term is the sum of the literals. Okay. So in logic circuit, a sum term is a product by an OR operation with no AND operation involved. What are the examples of the sum terms? Are A plus B, A plus B bar, A plus B plus C bar. These are the examples of the sum terms. Okay. So all these are example of the Boolean addition, that is A plus B, A plus B bar, A plus B plus C bar. Okay. So what is the sum term is equal to 1 when one or more of the literals in the terms are equal to 1. And a sum term is equal to 0 only if each of the literal is equal to 0. Okay. Sum term is equal to 1 when one or more literals are 1. And sum term is equal to 0 if each of the literal is equal to 0. Okay. Then we will see what are the examples of this. So determine the values of A, B, C, D that make the sum term equal to 0. What will be the values of A, B, C, D that will make the sum term equal to 0? Tell me the values. Zero 078, can you tell me? 078, are you there? 078. Prathamesh Jadhav.
So he is having some
He is sleeping.
What happened?
so he is having some mic issue.
So he can write down in the chat box. He can write down the answer in the chat.
Sir, he is taking class with me. His mic is true. Sir, he is with me.
He can write in the chat, na?
No, sir, he is taking class with me with my laptop. We are in hostel. We are in same room.
We can share with you, no?
Yes, sir.
Is class with you, then you can use your laptop, not to answer.
Yes, sir.
To answer.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes. Determine the values of A, B, C, D that make the sum term equal to 0. So what should be the value of A, B, C, and D? In the answer. Anybody can answer this? What should be the value of A? What should be the value of B? What should be the value of C? And what should be the value of D? That
Sir,
is
it's 0 1
Zero
0
one
1.
zero one.
0 1
0
0
1
1.
0 1 0 1.
0
be 0, B should be 1, C should be 0, and D should be 1. This is the answer. How much simple it is? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Answering from so much long time. Next, we'll see the Boolean multiplication. Okay. So in the Boolean multiplication is equivalent to the AND operation. Okay. So in Boolean algebra, product term is the product of the literals. So in logic circuit, a product term is a product produced by an AND operation with no OR operation involved. So in Boolean algebra, the Boolean multiplication are represented by the product terms that is using the AND operation. So some example of the product terms are A dot B, A dot B bar, A dot B dot C, and so on. Okay. So product term is equal to 1 only if each of the literals in the term is equal to 1. Okay, so product term will be equal to 1 when each of the literals will be equal to 1. Okay. And a product term will be equal to 0 when one or more literals will be equal to 0. If one also literal is 0, then product term will be equal to 0 because it is multiplication and operation. Here what we have to do, we have to determine the values of A, B, C, D that makes the product term equal to 1. What will the value of A, B, C, D?
A and D equal to 0 and B
0
and
1 1 0.
0 1 1 0.
0 0 1 1 0.
Yes.
0, sir.
A will be equal to A should
0.
No. B should be equal to 1.
1.
B is equal to 1.
The answer will be 0.
And D will
B
be
equal to 0.
0. The answer will be 0 or 1.
Answer
The answer
equal to.
okay. Next, we are having the laws of Boolean algebra. Anybody can tell me what are the laws of Boolean algebra? What are the different laws of the Boolean algebra?
Sir, the De Morgan law.
No, laws of Boolean algebra, not De Morgan. Associative law, commutative law, distributive law. You know the laws? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So different laws we are going to see. So Boolean laws, basic laws of this Boolean algebra are commutative law for addition and multiplication, associative law for addition and multiplication, and the distributive laws. So these are the same as in all ordinary algebra you have seen, na? These laws.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So commutative law means what? A plus B is equal to B plus A. Okay. Commutative law for addition of two variables can be A plus B is equivalent to B plus A. Okay. So this law states that the order in which
Excuse me, sir.
yes,
Sir, we have to learn the laws also,
Sir,
or
can you
just we
share
have
the
to
notes
see
of
the
further
equation.
after the class?
you should know the question.
Okay, sir. Means by hearting the laws is not necessary.
No, Barting not.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes. So the commutative law for addition is A plus B is equal to B plus A. Here you can see that A plus B is equal to B plus A. So here we are using the two OR gates. A, B are the input, the output is A plus B, here B and A is the input, output is B plus A. Okay. Commutative law for multiplication is the what? A dot B is equal to B dot A. So in this, the order in which the variables are ANDed makes no difference. Okay. First, we can use A and B as the input, the output will be AB. Then we can use B and A as input, the output will be BA. Okay, so they are equivalent to A dot B is equal to B dot A. Next, we are having the associative law. Associative law of addition is what? A plus in bracket B plus C is equal to A plus B in bracket plus C. Okay. Here we have done by using the logic gates. Okay. Associative law for multiplication is what? A in the bracket B into C is equal to AB in the bracket into C. Okay. Here we have seen by using the logic circuit. B and C are the input to one AND gate, the output is BC. Then A and BC are the inputs for other AND gates, the output is A into in bracket B into C. Here A and B is input to one AND gate, the output is AB. And other two input to the AND gate is C and AB, the output is AB into C. These two are the equivalent. Then what is the distributive law? The distributive law we are having A in the bracket B into C is equal to what? AB plus AC. Okay. This is also shown by the logic circuits. So the A and B and C are the input to this OR gate, and the input to the AND gate is A and B plus C. So the output will be A into B plus C. Here A and B are the input to this AND gate. Here A and C are the input to this AND gate. And AB and AC are given to the input to the OR, the output is AB plus AC. So this is the distributive law, that is A into B plus C is equal to AB plus AC. What are the rules of Boolean algebra?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I am good. Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Sir, please repeat.
Which thing you are having a doubt?
Distributive law.
Distributive law, okay. So distributive law for the three variables is given as A into B plus C is equal to what? AB plus AC. So these two are equivalent, means A into B plus C can be written as AB plus AC. So in this what, ORing two or more variables and then ANDing the result. If a single variable is equivalent to the ANDing a single variable with each of the two or more variables and then ORing the product. Here you can see by using this logic circuit that here the two inputs are B and C given to the OR gate, so output is B plus C. And here we are giving the input, other input to the AND gate, that is A and B plus C. The output that we get is A into B plus C, that is equivalent to, here we are giving the inputs A and B to this AND gate, so the output is AB. Here we are giving the input A and C to this AND gate, the output is AC. And here we are giving the input AB and AC to this OR gate, so the output is AB plus AC. So distributive law says that A into B plus C is equivalent to AB plus AC. Okay. What are the different rules of the Boolean algebra? Anybody can tell me the rules? What are the rules of Boolean algebra?
Sir, can you please repeat that again?
What?
Those rules.
Okay. These are the basic rules, okay? A plus 0 is equal to A plus 1 is equal to 1, A dot 0 is equal to 0. These are the different rules. So these rules we are going to see in terms of the logic gates. So we will use the logic gates to verify this different rules, okay? These are the basic rules. They are used for simplifying the Boolean expressions, okay? Okay, now only 3 minutes are left. What is the next lecture now? This is your next lecture.
Sir, mathematics, part 2.
What?
Mathematics.
Mathematics. Okay, who is here?
Prathamesh Jadhav.
Prathamesh Jadhav. Yes, Prathamesh.
Yes, sir.
Okay, who is absent?
Sir, all are present. Sir, all are present.
Okay. Okay then. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Meet in the next lecture, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, आप वर्ड फाइल LMS पे अपलोड करोगे क्या?
Yes, I will upload it, okay, afterwards.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, welcome.